Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2. So as you'll see when you log on to the course, we have an image now for our course, and it's an image about sustainable development goals for businesses. So if you go to your announcements, that's where you will find this particular recording, which I will do for you guys every Sunday or Monday, sometime at the beginning of the week, just to get you started. Okay, so let's go in our course content. Week 1 is over. You guys did a great job with completing the surveys, so I do have your information. That is a grade of 100 for week 1 if you have successfully completed the survey. Now we're on to week 2. And this week we will focus on the American Association of Family and Consumer Sciences. That is our home department. That is our accrediting body for our department and some of our programs. Alrighty, so in this module, we will identify the AAFCS core values, complete career profiles for AAFCS, and you'll have an opportunity to explore various careers in AAFCS. Okay, so when you're inside the module, you will see an overview, just stating what we're going to do. And then you have various links that you'll need to read before completing the assignment. So this link is on the history of AAFCS. This particular link, the key brand messages, is very important. It breaks down the different categories of family consumer sciences, the careers, the content areas, and the practice settings, which you will need to be knowledgeable of to complete the assignment. Oops, I didn't realize that was on here twice. Okay, so I'll delete one of those. Okay, that's deleted. All right, so you have key brand messages one time now instead of twice. Then you have a career fact sheet, and then you have your assignment. Okay, so for your assignment, you'll need to complete all of the reading material. I'm also going to add in the AAFCS homepage for you guys to go to. So what you're going to do is select 3 celebrities of your choice that are active in the field of family and consumer sciences. For example, it could be a celebrity chef. It could be a celebrity real estate person or someone that has that is in the business of housing, real estate development, interior design, selling homes, anything of that nature. It could be someone in the field of child development, counseling with children, nutrition, fashion merchandising, boutique owners, all 3 content areas. All right. And you need to have 1 each. So don't have 3 fashion celebrities, don't have 3 nutrition celebrities, don't have 3, child development celebrities. Just pick 1 for each so that your profile assignment is well-rounded. Okay. So what you're going to do is follow this outline for each of your profiles. And you can do this in a general Word document. So you're going to, of course, have your name and a general introduction. Then you're going to give a profile photo for your first celebrity, their name, their occupation, what type of education they have, whether it's formal or non-formal. Some people are very successful in fields that they don't have degrees in. So if that's the situation, discuss and talk about that. Talk about what their degree was, if at all it did help with what they're actually doing, or if it's not related at all to what they're doing. Then give a description of their career and what they do. This should be one of your longest sections in your profile. Okay, this is not a 1 sentence section. Individual and professional niche. What is their niche within their career profile? How are they different from everyone else? And then how is the definition of FCS accomplished through their service? This is when you link FCS's brand messages and our objectives to what they're doing, their service, direct related to FCS. Okay, so this should be about 3 or 4 sentences. What content areas and practice settings are being addressed? Content areas and practice settings are listed in your key brand messages. So list each that apply and discuss them. So talk about it, give information on it. Now, when you're doing this, you should have in-text citation and you should have a reference list after you finish your career profiles. All right. So again, you will be scored on accuracy, completion, strength of your content information, your format, which is the organization, making sure you keep this format, and grammar. Use correct English and grammar throughout the assignment. It is due on Wednesday, August 28th by the end of day. I'm not sure if you guys know how to go in and check the rubric, but let's look at the rubric to see what you're going to be graded on. And you can do this for all of your assignments, okay? You all can click on the actual assignment and do it, but because I'm a professor, mine is a little different, so I have to go in this way. Okay. All right. So let's click on this one. Nothing's happening. Let's click grade. Okay, you guys don't have any grades yet, so let's use Althea for an example. This is what it looks like when I go in to grade your paper, all of your assignments. This is what's going to happen. And you guys can go into the grading area too. Look for grade rubric, okay? So AAFCS Career Profiles rubric. This is what I'm using to grade your paper. So you have 4 sections: accuracy, completion, grammar and organization, MLA format, and citation. Okay. So you have, for accuracy, 0 to 11 points. Okay. And this is just, I know it has a lot of decimals, but this is just the general points. You can go by the first number. So if you, hold on, let me do show descriptions. Okay. And you see how I clicked show descriptions? It's going to show me the descriptions. So for accuracy, in order for you to get all points for accuracy, you need to exceed the minimum expectations. So you're going to select FCS professionals. That's 3 different professionals. They're different. You're going to talk about content areas and practice settings, meaning that you accurately discussed each of those areas. If you're somewhere in the middle, meaning you had your professionals, but you didn't really list everything, but you did have most of your stuff, then you'll get a mediocre score. If you did list professionals, but they're not related to FCS, you did not list content areas, then you'll get did not meet expectations, okay? So the grading is very specific. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to look at what you have, and then I'm just going to be honest about it and grade it. So what you can do is look over your assignment and use this to grade it yourself. You want to get exceeded expectations in every category. So for completion, did you complete every component of all career profiles in detail? Meaning you had 3 to 4 sentences, you had really good detailed information. If you were kind of mediocre, that means you completed in a general fashion. You gave a couple of sentences. You didn't really list a lot of detail, but you did just enough. Then you'll get a mediocre score. But if you completed some areas, not all areas, you'll get did not meet expectations. Grammar and organization. In order to exceed expectations for a high score, you need minimal grammar errors and an organized format throughout the entire document. MLA format and citation. No, it's showing 0. I got to change that. This is actually worth 15 points. So you want to make sure you include in-text citation and a reference list that support each other and follow MLA format guidelines. So that means that within your profiles, you have in-text citation, and after the profiles, you have a reference list, and they support each other. Meaning that if you have 4 citations, let's say Williams, Jackson, Johnson, Thompson, then your reference list will have 4 full citations for William, Jackson, Johnson, and Thompson. Okay? If you get it somewhat right, meaning, okay, maybe you had 2, maybe you had 3 in-text citations, but you only had 1 person listed in your reference list, or you didn't have a reference list at all, then you'll get mediocre. But if you just didn't do any citation at all, you just neglected to do it whatsoever, then you'll get a 0, which is an automatic minus 15 points. So please make sure that you cite within the text and on the reference list, meaning when you're finding information on your different celebrities, go out and get articles, cite those authors in the article. You can use magazines, any information and sources you want to use on this. You can, just make sure you cite them. Okay, so clearly this number here is wrong. I'm going to go in and fix that immediately after recording this video. But you can go and look at any time to see the grading rubric for the assignment. Okay, everyone. Let's go over here in textbook resources again. I just want you to make sure you know where your textbook is for next week in week 3. That's when we start our content. And you have a textbook and you have a business plan guide that we will be using throughout the course. Okay, so I'll talk about all of that in week 3. But just for people that like to get ahead and just work ahead a little bit, you can read the Green Business Plan Guide in your textbook link, starting with chapter 1. All right, everyone. So that is your announcement for week 1. And I hope you guys have a great week. Please do not hesitate to email me or stop in my office. If you have any questions, email is probably better. And you can also text this number right here and let me know you're coming by, or see if I'm in my office before you stop by. And that information is here at About Your Instructor. All right, guys, have a great week.